The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single footstep. The journey of a 7-hour flight begins with the sound of a wailing child. At least I can say I made it to London. The Arcane, Trouveurs, Into the Abyss. Chapter 2. A Rat on Campus. Written and performed by Brett Walker. Today marks the first day of our research here in London. This morning, we will begin our day with a tour of King's College. Dr. Cole has reminded us several times via email the importance of this project and that he will have no student of his embarrassing him at his alma mater. Then maybe it's best not to tell him that 5 out of 6 post-grads he brought with him are hung the fuck over. That lovely sound would be my roommate for the next 3 months. William is a Chinese biology major whose English name is almost as white as I am. And that's saying something, seeing as I look like I can blend in with the majority of Scots in this country. It is... 7 a.m. We just have a bit of time to get ready before orientation. I'll most likely re-record this introduction once I've had my cup of coffee. Wake up, William. Put some pants on and let's go. We're going to be late. The next 2 months will pretty much run like this. 2 weeks of intense library research with a healthy blend of museum learning and guest lecturers tossed in the mix. Dr. Cole wants us to learn everything that we can about the specifics of what happened in 1665. He wants us to be on the lookout for any anomalies in any document, artifact, skull, or medical instrument used to combat the plague. We are to work in groups of 3 during this project, each person being from a different discipline. This way, at the end of the week, when we present our findings, we will have a good mix of medical and historical data, which the computer nerds will then show us how they'll convert it into coding. The groups are as follows. William and myself will be working with Dr. Amundsen. Eleanor, my sister, and Serena Cho will be working with Dr. Boyd. Alden Torres and Carl Mayer are working alongside Dr. Cole. These groups were Dr. Boyd's idea. He wanted to make sure that nothing was overlooked during our time abroad. The professors will address the students this morning about ethical research practice and all that yummy good stuff that should keep us out of legal and academic trouble. I'll make sure to include anything interesting in that spiel here. But probably not. What the fuck? Why does this keep happening when I go to record Dr. Cole? I got the microphone checked out, the system is working perfectly fine, and I sat in on so many damn recording classes in the music building, I might as well be a music major right now. So why does this keep happening?
Slå innover hovedveiene nakenvalder utgravsjæles I sidene og støv I bare brus I bål alle helt kaffen og utfyllet med fjordene. Skal den ha fjordene? Och du literally sitter här och amerika frågar, jag vet inte hur säger amerika frågar den här.
It's been 4 days into our library research, and we haven't come up with anything of interest. Everything we know right now from our research can be categorized, at best, as a more in-depth wiki search. We know that the bacteria which causes the plague is called Yersinia pestis. We know the bacteria is spread through the bite of infected rat fleas and not rats themselves. Meaning, if a few rats in New York City were to have plague-carrying fleas, then there goes the whole city. William is looking at me like I'm stupid. Yes, I know you can cure this thing with antibiotics. I'm just saying, New York City has a rat problem. There were outbreaks of the plague in London, causing several, what I'm going to call borough-level endemics. 30,000 people died in 1603, 35,000 again in 1625, and then roughly 10,000 in 1636. We also know that the majority of people affected by this virus were poor. The rich could either retire to their clean summer homes or even spend the year roughing it in nicer parts of the city, far away from the lower classes living in squalor. That is, until the fire of 1666 burned down most of the city. Again, this isn't anything exciting or new. We all know that squalid conditions lends itself to disease. We all know that ships back in the day were not the most sanitary of places, and I bet you anything that if you were to go on a cruise ship today, you would still find mice hanging out, waiting to hit the all-you-can-eat buffet. Oh, really? You like that joke? Okay, fine. Got a lot more where that came from. All right. What are the only jokes you can tell during a quarantine? Inside jokes. Eh? Oh, come on. That was funny. Interesting discovery today. I found a book that mentioned a comet in 1664. It appeared in the winter, and its bright light was apparently a source of fear for the people of London. They saw it as an omen of evil yet to come. Now, we all know that people look to astrology nowadays for their daily horoscope and to see if their behavior or misfortune is due to Mercury being in retrograde. But that's not what intrigued me. In the margin of this book, there were several crudely drawn stars in circles with HPL 200 written at the bottom. Now, there was nothing on page 200 because the book only had 145 pages. So maybe it's a reference to another book in the library. Wait, but aren't the 200s the religion section? Maybe Dr. Amundsen can help me look. She is my supervising professor, after all. Dr. Amundsen said that the letters mean nothing, and that even if it was a reference to another book, it would probably be difficult to find without a proper call number, and I mean, fair. She also went on this tangent about how unless I had definitive proof of religious reasons behind the plague spreading the way it did throughout London, I should probably be spending my time looking into the rigid class system. Dr. Cole, having overheard our discussion, was urging us to return to the library. He said, "No stone should be left unturned. Curiosity may have killed the cat, but success brought it back." He kept spouting these awful one-liners at Amundsen, almost as if to break her. So, good news, bad news. Good news, I get help digging through some old books about religion. Bad news, Dr. Cole is making William and Dr. Admonson join me in this quest. So that means William isn't going out with the rest of the group for drinks tonight, and the woman that controls my enjoyment of this whole project now has it out for me. Oh dear God, I hope this pans out. In case anyone has ever wondered what a library is like late at night when you're the only one in it, it's fucking terrifying. The lights are on, but there's something about the quiet and the fact that anything could be lurking behind the shelves that sends your primitive monkey brain into overdrive. So far we have nothing. Will has fucked off and Dr. Amundsen is, I don't know, somewhere. HPB, HPF, HPH, HPJ, HPV. Gross. Damn it! Where is this book? Ah! That's not funny, you asshole! I know it was you, William. Just come here and help me clean this mess up. Wait, this book has the same star on its cover. At first glance, the book is not that old. The cover appears to be very intact, meaning it probably never gets taken off the shelf. The star on the spine and the cover match the stars that were drawn in the margin of the other book. It's just that the star here is much more detailed, and you can tell that the extra lines and swirls are actually intentional rather than just fuck-ups. Here's the kicker. If you open the book, the pages feel old, like written on a typewriter instead of printed by a proper book publisher kind of old. There are no page numbers or even a table of contents. So that means I have to look for any information regarding the comet the old-fashioned way. Oh, damn it! This whole thing's in Latin. What was that? Could have sworn I've heard something. Nope, I definitely heard that. Oh, shit. Well, that's a little too big to be a mouse. Are there fucking rats in this library? Yep. Definitely rats in this library. Okay. Well, that's, that's big. Yep, they're just chilling in the corner. We're 15 feet apart right now. I don't have to do the reading here. I can just take my stuff and head on out. It'll be fine. Trust me. Oh, what now? What's up with the lights? Oh, where the fuck's my phone? Dr. Amundsen, are you still in here? I'm gonna head out. Is that cool? Well, if this is your idea of another shitty joke, I swear to God, I'm gonna... Nope! What the fuck is happening, William? Where is Dr. Admonson? And why are there rats literally everywhere in here? Hopefully, with the lights out, the security cameras can't see what's happening right now. If you're listening to this recording, then I guess I'm dead via rat. William and I are sitting on top of bookcases right now. These rats can't seem to climb the metal frames all that well, so, we got that going for us. Oh, fuck. never seen rodents this large before. If you've ever seen the movie, The Princess Bride, you know there's this scene with the ROUSs, the rodents of unusual size. Okay, while these rats are not the size of a dog, I would definitely say that they're the size of a cat. Hey, have you seen that movie, William? He's shaking his head no. Will looks absolutely terrified right now. Will, are you afraid of rodents? And he's flipping me off. Also, Will wants me to go on the record and say that he was not the one to push the books off the shelf or turn off the lights. With that being the case, then who the fuck did it, Will? You tell me if it's not you. Dr. Edmondson? I'm pretty sure it wasn't her. Aren't mice and rats supposed to be afraid of people or something? Ah, shit. The floor must have at least 100 of them, give or take. Hopefully on the climb up here, we were able to kill a few of them with a falling Bible to the head. Oh boy. Sure hope God doesn't hold that one against me. I'm gonna turn this off now. Try to conserve some battery. Might need to record a last will and testament later. Update. It's been like 5 minutes and these assholes are starting to climb a bit too high for my liking. There's at least 2 shelves left between us and the swarm. Something worth noting is that these rats really hate bright lights. So maybe we can use that to our advantage. Currently, we are on the 2nd floor of the library with 2 options of getting out of here. Option 1 is we make a run for the stairs. This is feasible, but these rats are so fucking big and fast. What if they catch up to us? The light switch is in that direction, so if we could hit the lights and scare these fuckers off, we can be safe. But what if they're the ones that shoot through a power line? Option 2, we take a shortcut to the 1st floor. We can jump from the balcony, get to the 1st floor, and go out the main entrance. Issue being, the drop is like 10 to 15 feet, so the chances of twisting an ankle or worse are high. And frankly, trying to have to explain to a security guard, professor, or doctor why jumping from a library balcony in the dead of night was necessary is going to be hard to do. I don't know what to do, Will. What do you think we should do?
I don't know. Option 2?
Really? You want us to jump?
Well, maybe if we try to roll out of the jump?
Don't start mansplaining the technique of a tuck and roll to me. I know for a fact they don't teach this at CrossFit.
Seriously?
Okay, fine. We'll jump. But if I die, I'm haunting you. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Fuck! Shit! Fuck my ankle! Fuck!
Are you okay?
Shit, just help me up! Wait. Are they jumping from the balcony? Oh, just forget it. Run! If you're listening to this, future me, I have no explanation for tonight. While I hope we forget everything we saw, I don't know if we will. The swarm of them was a moving sea of dark fur. They completely blended in to the shadows that surrounded them. Their eyes are the only thing that reflect light. I mean, fur should reflect sunlight, right? I'm not a biologist, but that's how science works, right? I mean, I don't get this. What the hell? Ugh. Where the hell is Will with my drink? I want to forget tonight. I also want to numb the pain in my foot. God damn. Oh, finally. The doctor gives his patient his medicine. Just give it here. Hey, cheers, Will. To surviving an insane night. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Arcane Trouveurs. Zach Luo was the voice of William in this episode. If you enjoy this podcast, please make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all the episodes we release this fall. And hey, thanks.